Shalom, brothers and sisters. Hallelujah, brothers and sisters. What a wonderful time. What a joyous day. So, I'm going to continue over here reading on the Targum of Onkelos. Okay? And we're on chapter 4. Here we go. Hallelujah. And Adam knew Hava, his wife, and she conceived and gave birth to Cain. And she said, I have acquired a man from before Yahweh. And she added to give birth to his brother Abel. And Abel was a shepherd of the flock, and Cain a man working on the ground. And it was at the end of completement of days that Cain brought of the produce of the product of the earth and of an oblation before Yahuwah. And Abel he brought also of the firstborn of his sheep and of their fatlings. And there was acceptableness before Yahuwah and Abel and in his oblation. But in Cain and his oblation there was not acceptableness. And it was greatly displeasing to Cain, and his countenance was downcast. And Yahuwah said to Cain, Why art thou displeased? And why is thy countenance downcast? If thou dost thy work well, is it not remitted to thee? And if thou dost not thy work well, thy sin unto the day of judgment is reserved, when it will be exacted of thee, if thou convert not. But if thou convert, it is remitted to thee. And Cain spake with Abel, his brother, and it was in their being in the field that Cain rose against Abel, his brother, and killed him. And Yahuwah said to Cain, Where is Abel, thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I the keeper of my brother? And he said, What hast thou done? And the voice of the blood of generations which were to come from thy brother complaineth before me from the earth. And now accursed art thou from the earth, which hath opened her mouth and received the blood of thy brother from thy hand. When thou tillest the earth, it shall not add to give its virtue to thee. A castaway and a wanderer shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said before Yahuwah, Greater is my guilt than may be forgiven. Behold, thou hast rejected me this way from the face of the earth, and from thy presence. Is it not possible to hide? And I shall be a castaway and a wanderer in the earth, and anyone who findeth me will slay me. And Yahuwah said to him, Therefore anyone who killeth Cain, unto 7 generations it shall be extended of him. And Yahuwah set unto Cain a sign, lest anyone who found him should kill him. And Cain went out from before Yahuwah, and dwelt in the land of the wanderer and outcast, which was made for him in the beginning of the Garden of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Hanok, and he became the builder of a city. And he called the name of the city after the name of his son, Hanok. And there was born to Hanok Ired, and Ired begot Mahujael, and Mahujael begot Methusael, and Methusael begot Lamech. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives, the name of the one Adah, and the name of the second Silah. And Adah bar Javal, he was the master Rab of all dwellers in tent and lords of cattle. And the name of his brother was Juval. He was the master of all who play upon the mouth of the pipe, who know the song of the harp and of the organ. And Zillah also, she bar Tuval Cain, the master of all them who understand the working of brass and iron. And the sister of Tuval Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said to his wife Adah and Silah, hear my voice, wives of Lamech, attend to my words. I have not slain a man, that on his account I should bear the condemnation of death, or destroyed a young man, that on his account my posterity should be consumed. If 7 generations are suspended unto Cain, will there not be to Lamech his son 77? And Adam knew yet his wife, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth, because said she, Yahuwah hath given me another son instead of Habal, whom Cain slew. And to Seth also was born a son, and he called his name Enosh. Then in his days the Son of Man decided to forbore from praying in the name of Yahuwah. Chapter 5. This is the book of the generations of Adam in the day that Yahuwah Elohim created man. In the resemblance of Elohim he made him. Male and female he created them, and he blessed them and called their name man in the day that they were created. And Adam lived 130 years and begat in his resemblance one who was like to himself, and he called his name Seth. And the day of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years. And he begat sons and daughters, and all the days of Adam which he lived were 930 years, and he died. And Seth lived 105 years, and begot Enosh. And Seth lived after he had begotten Enosh 807 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. And Enosh lived 90 years, and begat Canaan. And Enosh lived after he had begotten Canaan 815 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died. And Canaan lived 70 years, and begot Mahalalel. And Canaan lived after he had begotten Mahalalel 840 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. And Mahalalel lived 65 years, and begot Jared. And Mahalalel lived after he had begotten Jared 830 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. And Jared lived an 162 years, and begot Hanok. And Jared lived after he had begotten Hanok 800 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. And Hanok lived 65 years, and begot Methuselah. And Hanok walked in the fear of Yahuwah after he had begotten Methuselah 300 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Hanok were 365 years. And Hanok walked in the fear of Yahuwah, and he was not, for Yahuwah had not made him to die. And Methuselah lived 187 years, and begot Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he had begotten Lamech 782 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech lived 882 years, and begat a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, This shall console us from the works and from the labor of our hands, from the earth which Yahuwah hath cursed. And Lamech lived after he had begotten Noah 595 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. Whoa. Chapter 6. And Noah was a son of 500 years. And Noah begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And it was when the sons of man had begun to multiply upon the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the sons of the mighty saw the daughters of men, that they were beautiful, and took to them wives of all whom they pleased. And Yahuwah said, This evil generation shall not stand before me forever, because they are flesh, and their works are evil. A term or length will I give them, and 120 years, if they may be converted. Giants were in the earth in those days. And also when after that the sons of the mighty had gone in unto the daughters of man, there were born from them giants, who from of old were men of name. Oh my goodness. And Yahuwah saw that the wickedness of man had multiplied in the earth, and that every formation or image of the thought of his heart was only evil every day. And it repented Yahuwah in his word that he had made man upon the earth. And he said in his word that he would break their strength according to his pleasure. And Yahuwah said, man whom I have made, will I blot out from the face of the earth, from man to the beast, to the reptiles, and to the fowls of heaven, because it repenteth me in my word, that I have made them. But Noah found mercy before Yahuwah. Whoa, brothers and sisters, we're on section 2. So I'm just gonna put a pause right here. This is very interesting, and I know that you know how amazing that Yahuwah's word is, because it's Yahushua. Shalom, brothers and sisters. We love you. Amen.